am going over the state of Nevada and its 6 electoral votes. This is a state that was very close in 2020 and very close in 2016, and a recent Republican governor gain in 2022 gives Donald Trump a lot of optimism that he may be able to flip this state. And this comes at a time when Trump has done several rallies and appearances in Nevada, and he has proposed a policy on not allowing taxes or income tax on tips that servers make. Definitely something that would have a very strong impact on a state like Nevada due to Las Vegas and its prevalence of tipping and such in the service industry. So the state of Nevada, 6 electoral votes, a state that I think definitely could be very important for Trump's path to 270, especially if he isn't able to win a state like Arizona. Nevada could be very, very important for Trump. So just going into some past races here, I have 2022, the governor's race, where this is the first time a Republican has won statewide in Nevada, I believe since, I want to say it's 2014, 2012 or 2014. And this is now Governor Joe Lombardo. He defeated the Democratic incumbent governor, Steve Sisolak, and he got 48.8% of the vote to Sisolak's 47.3%. And just quickly, I'm also going to show the 2020 election results where Joe Biden got 50.1% to Trump's 47.7%. I want to show these two because I'm going to go through this map and kind of like work backwards with this map to the 2022 governor's race. And also I have the 2016 map that I'll compare as well, just to show you what Trump would need to do to win the state of Nevada. So the first things first, you have to look at the 2 areas that went Democratic in Nevada because there aren't that many in the state. It's actually a pretty simple state to cover in terms of where the Republican vote is and where the Democratic vote is. The Republican vote is pretty much the entire state minus Clark County, where Las Vegas is, and Washoe County, which is a swing county where Reno is. So in 2020, Biden won 50.1, 47.7. Let's do some quick math here. I don't want to get this wrong. That is just about 2.4%. So 2.4% of the vote, Biden beat Trump by. It's also important to note that Nevada has a don't like either one of these candidates option on the ballot, so it always won't add up to 100% in the state of Nevada. But Biden won in Washoe and Clark, and Trump, he won all the other counties, Lincoln, Nye, all these places that are smaller, but the votes do help add up the Republicans' margins. But as you can see, a lot of people live in Clark County. This is by far the biggest county in the state. Washoe County is pretty big too, but I mean, pales in comparison to Clark County. And Biden won here, 53-44, about 9%. Biden won Clark County by about 9%. Now let's go to the governor's election where Joe Lombardo, the Republican, won. Let's just look quickly. Clark County, 51-45, about 6% of the vote. So by Joe Lombardo, the Republican, gaining 3% of the vote in one county, in Clark County, that in a way helped contribute to him winning the election. Now let's go to Reno, to Washoe County. 50.8 to 46.3. Pretty close. About, 4 points? A little under 5 points. Now let's go to Lombardo. 48.8, 47.3, 1.5 point win. So what Joe Lombardo did, and just for the sake, I'll also go over some Republican counties too, but the disparity between Trump and Lombardo isn't that big. Like, he pretty much got the exact same percentages that Trump would get in all these counties. He didn't really do bad or worse than any other counties that Trump would do. And then just to go through here, see, I'll show you the numbers add up relatively the same. The message I'm trying to get at here is, for a Republican to win in Nevada, it's all about Clark County and it's all about Washoe County, but Trump does not even need to win these. It'd be nice maybe if he were to win Washoe County, but Lombardo proved all you have to do is be within 1.5 to 2 points in Washoe and be within 6 points in Clark County, and a Republican will most likely win this state. He got 48.8% of the vote, and with third party and none of these candidates as an option, that may be enough to win the race in 2024. Now, of course, it wasn't enough in 2020. Biden got 50.1% of the vote. He got a majority of the vote. But given Biden's approval ratings, I'm not entirely sure he's going to be able to get a majority of the vote again. And seeing as he only got 0.1% the majority, I don't think Biden will get over 50% again in Nevada. So that gives Trump a lot of opportunity. If he can shrink the margins in Washoe County and he can shrink the margins in Clark County, that's how Trump beats Biden in Nevada. And just for comparison's sake, let's look back at 2016 because this is also a pretty close one. This is about a similar margin, about 3 points or so between Trump and Hillary. Washoe County, super, super close. 1.3% victory for Hillary over Trump there. So Trump did what he had to do in Washoe County, but come to Clark. Hillary beat Trump in Clark County by 11 points. That's Clark County. That's one Trump has to improve on, and I think he knows that. That's why he's doing so many appearances. That's why he's going to Las Vegas. He's doing all these things in Nevada for that reason. He lost it by 11 points in 2016, and then in 2020, he lost it by 9. Not much of an improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. Lombardo lost it by 6. Trump needs to get around the 5 to 6 point margin that Lombardo got to have a shot at winning Nevada. If you're watching this election and you want to see, can Trump win Nevada, it's all about Clark County. If Trump is losing Clark County by 7, 8, or 9 points, he may be in play, but I would bet Nevada's probably going to break Democrat at the end. Because even if Trump is able to make up some margins in Washoe County, where Lombardo only lost it by 1.5, I mean, Trump may get that, he may not, but even if he does, if Trump gets this, as we saw in 2016, if Trump loses Washoe by like 1.5%, it won't matter if he's getting killed in Clark County. Trump needs to do better in Clark County than he did in 16 and 20. He loses it by 6 points. Trump's in play to win Nevada. So I wanted to just do a quicker video today going over the state of Nevada because it's really not, as I mentioned, super complicated for how a Republican wins in Nevada. It's really not. And I've done this a few times now. It's you do better in Clark County within 6 points. You either tie or barely lose Washoe County, and you can pretty much think you're going to win the state. 48.8%, you're either going to win or you're going to lose a very, very close, crushing defeat. If Trump were to win Washoe County, like flipping it from Lombardo, then he would probably get like 49.2, 49.4% of the vote. But this is a great blueprint for Trump of how you win Nevada. If Trump follows this path in these margins, he will win the state of Nevada. And he will be able to add the 6 electoral votes to his tally. That gets him to 241 based off the current map I have, and that leaves 5 remaining toss-up states where if he can win Georgia and he can win Arizona, that gets him to 268, just needs one more state. All he needs. Or he doesn't even have to win Arizona. If he can actually win Pennsylvania, that gets him to 276. Trump wins. He's the next president of the United States. He can't win Pennsylvania. Okay, Trump comes in, wins Michigan. He's the next president of the United States. So if Trump can win, winning Georgia especially puts Trump in a much better position to win. But winning Nevada could also be a very sneaky, important state for Trump to win because Nevada and Georgia gives him a path to victory without having to win Arizona. Biden can win Arizona and still lose the presidency if Nevada goes red. If Nevada goes blue, Trump's path is not totally closed off from becoming president, but it gets a little bit harder. He would have to win then 2 of the Rust Belt states or Pennsylvania on its own. But Pennsylvania has been polling better than Michigan and Wisconsin for Biden, but still, it's going to be very, very close. But if Trump could win Nevada, it makes Biden's path to victory a little bit more difficult. And at this point for the Trump campaign, that's what you're trying to do. If Biden's path has to be as difficult as possible, and you have to have as many options as possible. So Nevada, you may think 6 electoral votes as a swing state. Does it really matter that much? Yes, it absolutely does, and it absolutely can. Because in an election like this, where it's going to be very close and every vote matters, 6 electoral votes can literally decide who's the next president of the United States. So Nevada is definitely a state to keep an eye on, and definitely one that you should be watching leading up to the election, watching the polls, and on election night, watching the early numbers come in Clark County and Washoe County, but definitely in Clark County. So that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet, if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in a future video.